Welcome to our last day of our basic yoga for health. We're gonna warm up here a little bit, stretching our hips in a kneeling position. Rise the chest up, straight arms. Exhale, coming into active child's pose. Just a bit here to warm up the core before we do all the core exercises. And back to child's. One more time. Exhale, sit back. Down dog to plank 3 times. So we're gonna get here into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, and inhale again, coming into plank pose. Just for one long breath. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Do the best you can here. Maybe you can hold it that long. You have to get started first, getting used to it. And one more time. Inhale. Arms are straight, belly is tight. And downward facing dog. Reaching that right leg up and right knee to right outer elbow as close as possible. Feel free to just do 1 or 2 and take a break. Do this video a few times. The more you do it, the better it will work, the stronger you will get. Big inhale, leg rises up. And other side. Left leg lift, bend your knee, outer left elbow, belly in. Inhale, lengthen in 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to outer elbow. Notice the flexibility increases with each rep. And bringing the leg down into downward facing dog. It's coming here into a plank pose. What we try to hold for about roughly 30 seconds. You don't have to count. You don't have to do really anything. Just stay as long as it feels good. If you have to drop your knees, take an extra breath and come back into plank pose. No problem. You work with what you have available today. Building up to the 30-second hold. It's one of the best core strengthening exercises. It works the front and the back. And we're going to rest it up here into a child's pose. Deep breath. Child's pose is always there when we need it. It's always available when we need a break. We're going to come here into the modified side plank. We're balancing on the right side and take the left leg, bend it and stand on the foot and reach the arm up. You can bring that top arm behind you or raise it up like I do. I picked the modified one since this is a beginner practice, and believe me or not, it's plenty of work. So try to reach up here your right hip. Pull your core towards your spine. Again, hold it here and gently coming back onto all fours. And we're going to switch it up here after a cat-cow. We want to be always gentle with our back, letting the muscles relax and lengthen in between. And one more. Exhale, round. And then we're going to turn that other leg forward, the right leg, and coming onto the left side, outside of your foot. Bring the arm maybe behind you or bring it up. So strong arms here. You might see me a little shivering It is work to hold your body up. Imagine you have a little person standing under your hip and that person is pushing up your hip. Feeling that in your obliques, strengthening the entire body. Core strength works the entire body. That's key. Strong core, strong posture, strong yoga poses, building up over time. Let's come back in child's pose again. So you feel free to open up your knees here and let your arms come forward or come into a really shell-like child's pose like I do, and let the breath flow. Let's come back up seated and lay on your back. Belly is engaged. And single foot to mat 10 times. So just tip the toe or the ball mount, bringing your knees back into a 90-degree ankle. Engaging your core here. Press your lower back into the mat. Tip it, bring it up. Tip it, bring it up. So you want to inhale as you tip and exhale as you're bringing the knees parallel towards each other. It looks super easy, but it's not. Especially when you're a beginner. Make sure your belly is holding in. Don't let your belly pooch out. This is the least thing you want to do, because then you do create a pooch. Now both feet 10 times, same principle. Bring the knees parallel up into a 90-degree. Inhale, tapping. Exhale, bring them up. And up. Keep your lower back pressed into your mat. And hug your knees into the chest. Take a few breaths. Rest it up. And we're going to straighten up the legs. Bring our arms overhead. And single leg lift. So we're starting one leg, same arm. Lengthen out. Exhale, bring it into the other side. So it's always an inhale and an exhale following. Belly engaging. Pull that belly button deep towards your spine. So it's 10 times on each leg, totaling obviously 20. Do this best you can. If you need a break, hug your knees into the chest and just continue when you are ready. You don't even have to straighten the legs that low to the mat. That will come over time. Once your core gets stronger, you will notice that in your balancing poses and in your all over yoga. So knee to chest here again. Take a breath or two. I'm just scooting on the mat here a bit. And both legs straight up. Exhale, bringing your fingers towards your feet. Slightly tucking your chin into the chest. Just 10 times. Belly in the whole time. So inhale down, exhale up. Good. Let's walk your hands a little bit under the edges of your glutes. We bring both legs straight up again and lengthen on the inhale. Exhale straight 10 times. You're going to notice that with each rep I go a little lower. Your body automatically lengthens. Your lower back gets adjusted. The reason for the hands under the tush, it makes it a bit easier versus having the arms on the side of the mat. Just follow your inhale, legs are straight, exhale about 90 degrees back up. Pressing belly button towards the spine, feeling that in your lower core and upper thighs, what is part of your core, front and back. Knees into the chest. Then we do the Pilates roll up. I just picked 3 times because many people have problems with that in the beginning. So straighten out here your legs, reach your arms overhead. Inhale, arms up, reach the spine up. Exhale, round over your legs like you have a beach ball. And roll back down vertebrae after vertebrae. Reach it all the way up. Try to keep your feet down and round. Practice this move and maybe pause the video and eventually do more than just the 3. I like this more as a lengthening exercise than actually core, but it does both. So from here we do the alternate bicycle crunch, 10 times each leg. Bring your elbows out to the side, interlace your hands behind your head. And we're going to start left leg, right elbow, bring it 90 degrees and out. So this is something not to be rushed in Pilates or yoga, because this is something where you pull your core in and you work with your breath. So you inhale one leg, one elbow, exhale in the transition and inhale again, back and forth, trying always to slide that bent knee parallel to the other knee. Let here your chin rest, but don't tuck it in too much that you're suppressing here your neck. Keeping your elbows as open as you can and keeping your upper back as broad as you can. So not cranking on your neck or on your shoulders here. One shoulder blade at a time lifts as it bends over to one given side. Inhale, center. Exhale when you come to one side. Check your belly. Plug it deep into the spine. And set your feet down. And we're going to stretch a little bit the hip flexor by windshield wiping here. Letting the core rest. And we're going to come up, and that concludes our yoga practice for today. We're going to twist one more time to each side, just to get rid of any kinks we hopefully did not create it. Thank you so much for practicing with me and being with me all those 5-6 days. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.